Peace, y'all. So, wanted to do a little quick video while I got a lunch break. And basically, I just wanted to talk about how, when you need clarity with answers, the ancestors will gladly give them to you. So, with that being said, over the last few months, I've been having this lingering feeling like to stay home here in North Carolina, to stay home and get some land and just do that, right? Just like I got this pull from the ancestors to start gardening last year, along with my great grandmother coming in my dreams like, you need to go ahead and grow some. Well, basically start a garden. She didn't say grow food, she just asked me to start a garden. So whenever my loved ones that have gone on and they come in my dreams, I always take heed to what they say. There's always a message. So I know last year and the year before I was talking about, me and my babies, we're just going to pack up everything and we're just going to move to Africa, specifically the Gambia, because I love the coast. So yeah. And I've noticed in meditations right here recently, I'll say since January, the ancestors been telling me to stay put, stay put, stay put. And so I had to ask for clarity, like, what do you mean, stay put? I need to know what you mean. So they're basically telling me, like, look, you need to stay in North Carolina, right? So I said, okay. And then it's like all of a sudden, I got this instant urge to, like, want to find land. Like, a lot of land. Like, just riding around looking, just researching, all this other stuff, right? So, long story short, I've come to the conclusion, that and let me just say this too. I make decisions now based off of how I'm led, meaning I let God lead me into whatever decision I make, even though God lives in me. I look towards my ancestors for anything I'm doing in this life here in the 3D. So, with that being said, I was told by them to stay put, not to go to Africa. And this is why. And I'm going to tell y'all how all of this is tying into my point. So there's one person that I am subscribed to up here. Highly intelligent black man. So dope. He's very passionate about what he does. He's not in it for the likes, the views, or the YouTube checks. And there's a few people out there that are genuinely in this for the right reasons. So he was saying about claiming your nationality, and I had no idea what he was talking about. So, I did my little research and spoke to one of his advisors on it and got a lot of clarity. And I actually tried to discuss it with my father, and his girlfriend said some ignorant stuff, and I just left. And the conversation was over, but it was still lingering in me with, the whole claiming of the nationality thing, right? So I've been talking to different members of my family, like the elders, trying to get more information, especially on my mom's side. And as many of you know, I did a video on Anchor about narcissism and growing up with a narcissist and being in a relationship with a narcissist. And my mother is a narcissist, so it's very difficult trying to talk to her as far as like family history goes. That's just the truth. So
we have we have so much history in North Carolina, especially on my mama's side, where my mama's from. It's a little small coastal town, and I had no idea that there was so much history there with us. Had no idea. My dad's side, he's from a small town, a lot of history there, right? So, long story short, once I got information about that, because I refused to do a DNA and me test, I'm not doing that. Or the ancestor.com, whatever it's called, I'm not doing that. I'd rather, talk to the elders in my family and give information, to each his own. So I decided, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going to Africa. Why would I? When this is home. I'm a country girl. It ain't nothing I can do to change that. I talk country. I walk country. I eat country at times. I walk around barefooted. I mean, I'm a country girl at heart. I love going to discover different farms with my kids. I love gardening. I love seeing my food grow. I want land. I want cows. I want chickens. I want horses. Because my son said he want a horse. And I'm going to get him a horse on our land. So, I just feel like, there's nothing wrong with the motherland. Don't get me wrong. But my ancestors are here. I have no direct descendants from the motherland. And that's upon my research. And mind you, it took me a little over a month to gather all my research together and research this stuff. Gather all my information and research this stuff. I have no direct ancestors from Africa, so why am I gonna, I would love to visit, but I just feel like it's pointless of me to even go live permanently with my children when I know that our roots and heritage is here in North Carolina. And I can build right here in North Carolina. And, keeping it 100, it'll be easier for me to build here in North Carolina than it would for me to pack up and go to Africa, because I'm a nurse here in the States, right? And upon my research about the Gambia, they don't even have nursing jobs over there. So I would have to go there with at least $20,000 just to buy a house there and try to start up my own business somehow. It'll be difficult, I think. And then again, it may be easy, I don't know. But I want to build at home, because this is my home. North Carolina is my home. I may not like everything about North Carolina sometimes, especially my hometown, because the people there are so negative. But overall, do I get homesick sometimes? Yes, that's why I go down there at least once a week or once every 2 weeks. Do I love the coast? Yes, I love Atlantic Beach, even Emerald, but sharks are climbing up on shore to Emerald, so me and the kids haven't been to Emerald in about 3 years. I I love riding and seeing tobacco grow. I used to hang tobacco. I used to pick off the tobacco suckers. All of that. Like, I love the smell of burning wood. I love the smell of burning leaves. I'm country. I'm country. There is no way I can pack up me and my babies and go to another country forever. I can't. I got too many people here depending on me. Even people I haven't even known long. You know, and I'm not dissing anybody, but you know, all of us have different ancestors. All of us have different life paths that we, you know, have to take. And if your ancestors are telling you to go to Africa, go to Africa. If your ancestors are telling you to, you know, stay in California, stay in California. But I know mine are telling me that I need to stay put. So I met some people that have the same vision as I do, which, you know, makes this journey much, much easier. You know, because a lot of times you try to talk to people about, hey, let's buy some land, let's do this and that, and it goes in one ear and out the other. If it's not about gossip or crap that's not even beneficial, you know, they're all ears. You know, but there's people out here that wants or has the same interest as you. And I finally found that. Like, there's people out here that have an interest in purchasing land. And, you know, I suggest that y'all do the same. You know, it's always good to have, you know, a car or a house. But owning land, they can't take that from you. That's generational wealth that can be passed down to your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, your great-great-grandchildren. That's what I'm trying to do. I want to create generational wealth. And although my grandparents, they did it for their children, the crazy part and the real part, their children aren't doing it for the grandkids. Because, I mean, my dad, he works really, really hard. He always had. When we were growing up, my dad always had 3 jobs. My dad had a state job. My dad worked umpiring and refereeing. And he also did security. So, I mean, even though he worked himself to death almost to make sure that me and my sisters were good. You know, he didn't say, let me buy a piece of land for the girls. He didn't do that. Now, he's told us plenty of times, you know, if something were to happen to me, like, you and the girls are good and my grandkids are good, but, you know, I don't care about life insurance policy money. I really don't. And, you know, sometimes I wish, like, you know, I wish my mom and dad had purchased some land somewhere. You know, because that is generational wealth. That is necessary. And another thing, too, the reason why my dad and his siblings probably didn't want to buy any land, because, you know, they probably didn't want to grow up farming. They didn't want to be there, you know, forever and ever. So, in a way, I understand that, too. But, you know, you have other people that's out here, you know, they may live in New York, but they got a piece of land down here in North Carolina. And I see it all the time. Matter of fact, the man that's leasing my grandparents' property, he's from New Jersey. So he comes from New Jersey once a month, and he tends to the land that he's leasing you know, for my grandparents' property. So, I mean, it can be done. It can be done. I want land everywhere. I know this is getting off topic, but I just want land everywhere. It's so much land available out here for cheap, too. Cheap. Like, yes. So, in conclusion, you know, I don't want to go to Africa to live. I'm going to stay my happy hump right here in North Carolina, and I'm going to make it do what it do. And, because, I mean, this is where I'm from. This is my home. And me and my babies, we ain't going nowhere. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.